welcome back to my channel. I am Lish. It has been a while since I've filmed, and there are a lot of reasons for that. If you are not new to my channel, you probably already know I'm just kind of a sporadic person. I have a lot going on in my personal life at any given time, and this hiatus was no different, but I will be getting into that shortly. Right now, I want to say welcome, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's pretty cool here. I like it. And my last video actually did pretty well. It got over 1,000 views, which is unprecedented for me. I've literally never gotten that many views on any of my videos, and I'm so grateful. But I am rambling. Today is just a chit chat, get ready with me. It's been a while, and I kind of wanted to ease into the process. But so without any further ado, we're actually going to get started on the makeup. While getting started, I actually kind of have to tell you something cool. In reference to some previous videos, one of them being that I was kind of just trying to use the eyeshadow that I had. I also decided to depot a lot of the single eyeshadows that I was getting in my Ipsy bags and put them in a magnetic palette. I got this off of Amazon for like $10 or something, and I depotted a lot of those single eyeshadows. Now you can tell not all of them made it out unscathed, but there's still a lot here to work with. More than I'll ever use in a lifetime on myself, on clients, on anybody, and that's still not including all of the palettes I have. So I'm actually just doing a really simple look today. It's gonna go in with like this little transition shade here. And I'm not gonna tell you everything that I'm using because it's just kind of a get ready with me. So it's just do whatever colors make you happy while I'm doing this. Oh, I just wanna let you know, my base is already laid down, my eyebrows are already on. Or if you want an in-depth tutorial on how to, smooth your face out and get it like perfect and all that jazz, let me know in the comments below. So, I mean, where to start? I guess first, why I've been away so long. So, a lot of you may know if you follow my Facebook page, my official Facebook page, my Instagram, or maybe even my personal page, you might be aware that I had a 40-hour-a-week job, 40-plus hour, in an oncology office. I'm not a trained nurse. I'm not a trained medical assistant. I'm a paper pusher. So I did. Long story, we'll get there. And so I would do their disability paperwork for them, their family leave paperwork. Because I was doing that, I was working weekends during the month of October in a haunted house, like every Friday, every Saturday. My husband decided to work in the haunted house with me, which was cool, but it's like that plus everything I'm doing, plus adopting a new dog that we basically found on our street corner. I'm not joking. We found this dog on our street corner, and he was just standing there like he's waiting for a bus or something. The Cliff Notes version is that after about 2 or 3 weeks of rigmarole, we find out that this dog not only didn't have a home really to go back to, but that if he had gone back, he would have been severely mistreated. So we were already kind of highly motivated to adopt the dog anyway. So like when it came around that we would actually be able to adopt him, we were overjoyed. We were over the moon. We weren't looking for another dog, but I was sitting on the pavement and this dog jumped into my lap. So we knew he had to be part of our family. This dirty, emaciated, he was starving. Like literally, you could see every rib in his rib cage, every little vertebra on his spine. Like and he was so filthy. Fast forward to finally being able to adopt him 2 weeks before the haunted house is supposed to start. I'd made some videos, but I hadn't finished editing them. So I was literally just on hold. I was planning on coming back to it. A couple of friends of mine who do filming and video editing actually filmed my last video, which, like I said, did really well. And I was so happy about that. And they did it to me as a favor, but it was like a one-time favor, so I knew I couldn't really afford to pay them for all of the stuff. But that's okay, the first one was a favor, but if I wanted to continue that quality of video, I was gonna have to pay, which they rightfully deserve, but unfortunately right now, that's not where I'm at. I can't afford that kind of thing at the moment. So I was just kind of like, I did that one video, I let it kind of get posted, set it, forget it, and I never really came back to it. Find out I'm getting a couple more subscribers, thank you, hello for joining, and I was also getting lots of views. So I was like, this is awesome, but where do I go from here? And then my husband and I were doing the haunted house thing. We're trying to take care of this dog who basically never lived indoors. So he's having all of these accidents. He's not getting along really well with our other dog at the time. He's still a little on the fence about our cat. And I was starting to wonder, like, I was starting to feel kind of down because I'm going in with this bronze shade, which is bronzed by Dirty Little Secrets Cosmetics. You want to know the other thing is, like, it's really hard to film when you're supposed to be taking care of, like, just a million things. It's hard. It's hard with my particular life, and I don't have just like a little spot where I can set up and just sit down. Like, it's already set up and I just sit down and film. I have to set everything up, which takes even more time than that with my disability, which I plan on making videos about that, but we'll see how my sporadic life allows for it. But anyway, the dog is starting to adjust. I'm just going in with this shade by Ofra Cosmetics. I think it's like it's a gold shade, but I don't remember the exact name right now. I'm sorry. I can find out for you though. But for whatever reason, with everything I have going on in my personal life, it's just really never easy to film the way that I'd like to. So a lot of the times I think it ends up going by the wayside. Another thing that happened was with my one video getting 1,000 views and gaining a few subscribers and a lot of comments from people I didn't even know, it made me so happy, but at the same time it gave me a lot of anxiety because what do I do after that? Like, that was it felt like very special circumstances. It just, everything came together, but I knew it wasn't going to be that way every single time. Like right now, I'm literally filming on my living room floor with like this fabric set up on a bunch of chairs, and the dog's watching me from behind the baby gate, and obviously they're barking through me trying to make this. And so I was just like trying to figure out, what am I gonna do to sustain this? Because I like making videos, I like making content, I would like to make this my job, but just being able to do that regularly has been very difficult. Oh, that's dark. At least on camera that's dark. On here it looks fine. I feel like it'll come together once I put liner and mascara on. And I mean, under other circumstances I might do false lashes because, like the last video shows, I love magnetic lashes, and as I've gotten more acquainted with them, different brands, different styles of lashes, I've really found what works best for me, and I feel like I've been able to put lashes on a look much easier now. So I've been loving it. But again, if I'm being completely honest, it's also making sure that that I can do that like on the living room floor. I don't usually do my makeup down here. I don't usually like into a little thing. I'm usually like looking at a mirror, and that's why I keep looking at the screen, as like it's kind of my main mirror right now. So what's kind of cool is just with all these collective eyeshadows I got from the Ipsy bags, I've basically been able to create a full palette, like its own color story. It's not necessarily a color story I would have chosen, because obviously they send you these products at random, but I feel like it's a good start, especially since I'm considering kind of just moving toward a single shadow system for myself. I know a lot of people are doing that. I know that the YouTuber Whitney Hendrick has also like been really inspiring me. Declutter and be a little more minimal when it comes to makeup. Not necessarily the looks, but just the amount of product and supplies that I have. I'm gonna go in with some blush now. I'm going in with the Tarte 12-Hour Blush. Where was I? God, I wish I could get back on track. I think I was talking about just the anxiety of what to do next, and I realized I just need to get over that. It's not really helping me, and it's not really helping anybody else. There were people who did appreciate my videos not being perfect, and maybe that wasn't for everybody, but it was for those people that liked to watch. And for me, who does like making them, it just always seems like something happens when I try to. And right now, I've got some time because I've got a part-time job. Oh yeah, because that's something else. The oncology job, okay. So, you know how I told you I was working oncology? I was doing that for about 2 years, and it was going great, actually. I was becoming a hotshot. I was really good with the paperwork. But the problem was that I wasn't really making the kind of money I wanted to make. And I wasn't, if I'm being honest, I wasn't really in the field I wanted to be in. So I was just kind of trying to make it work. And then I got an offer to go somewhere for like time and a half what I was making there, and the benefits were supposed to be insane, and I lasted 1 week. 1 week, and they told me I was training too slowly, and this like crushed me, because like I said, I was kind of a hotshot at my other job, so to be told that I was so far beneath what they were looking for after a week, when I was trying hard and I felt like I was retaining the information they wanted me to retain, and I would have gladly gotten on the systems they wanted me to get on as soon as they wanted me on them, but I felt like that wasn't communicated. The only thing that was communicated was that they were letting me go, and that's been crushing these last couple of weeks. I'm not gonna lie, I've been so bummed that I had been trying so hard and I got fired, like just like that, and I'm adjusting, and you know, I know this gives me the opportunity to do better things for myself. I'm trying to keep that in mind. Like right now, I had the chance to film this video, but I mean, instead of worrying so hard what I can do next to be successful, which was part of the reason why I stopped filming for a while. Like, not only was I so insanely busy that I couldn't keep up with everything, I also just didn't know where to go with the content. What am I gonna do that's gonna matter? And the answer was unknown. Not even nothing, because it could be something, but I don't know until I try. So that's what I gotta focus on, honestly, going forward, is just doing what makes me happy. And it's a lesson I keep having to learn, quite frankly, is how to just do what makes me happy, do the things I want to see in the world, be the change I want to see. And right now, doing a GRWM is making me pretty happy. And the next couple of videos that I'm thinking about doing, one of them might be a little controversial. I don't know if I'm gonna lose followers for it, but the truth is, like, I'm not that big anyway, so there's not that much to lose and everything to gain. So a big theme for me since 2018 onward has been learning how to embrace the fear in my life, if that makes any sense. 2018 was when I started working in a haunted house. It was a beautiful, magical experience where I actually got to be scary and get paid for acting, which again, I would love to do. I have a lot of interests and hobbies, which is probably why I'm so scattered. But I got paid to act. I was so good at it, I got mentioned in the Scare Factor review with my shtick. And I was so worried that the actors there wouldn't like me, and then I ended up actually finding a really beautiful sense of community. So between that and everything that's happened in 2019, health issues, job issues, everything, I'm finding I just need to do the things that scare me. Like, I need to do the things that speak to me, even if they scare me. And I would hope that if you're in a similar frame of mind right now, where you're wondering if you should do the thing you're afraid of, you should. To be honest, it's been life-changing to find I can be appreciated for what I do. I've been gaining more clients by being myself and putting my work out there, and honestly not being afraid to promote my work, because I feel like a lot of times in the past I would be too afraid to promote myself, even my YouTube channel. Like that Moxie Lash versus Lash Liner video, I didn't really promote that. I just kind of put it there and like forgot about it, because I was actually like really afraid that people were gonna make fun of me for how my skin looked on camera. And that's a conversation for a whole other day, is how you do your makeup for real life is not necessarily how you do your makeup for on camera. Right now I'm in natural light, so I can basically do my makeup for real life, but under those beauty lights, when they were filming me, oh my god, it showed off every little mistake. You start to see why beauty YouTubers cake that makeup on. Like, that's not, no, I was gonna, Okay, Milani, you need to make retractable eyeliners instead of this sharpening bullshit. I can't with you. Back on track. So, like, I was putting myself to these same standards that these big YouTubers with the fancy lights do, and I need to just be me. And I have a little ring light that usually serves me pretty well. Right now I get to take advantage of diffused natural daylight, which is pretty cool. But, like, I didn't do my makeup for beauty lights, for, like, heavy lighting, and everything was showing through. And, like, even something that small tends to be enough to make me either not want to post or be afraid of the reaction if it gets seen by any number of people. Like, I want it to be seen, but I'm terrified of it being seen. And I need to stop that. I need to just frickin' stop that. I'm going in with Colored Rain 24/7. Colored Rain liquid lipstick in the shade 24/7. So I'm going to be kind of quiet for a moment. Bear with me. Okay, I guess I am gonna do my mascara on camera. I need to stop being so hard on myself. Like, I need to focus on why something isn't working and then just correct that. Not being so afraid. But yeah, I realize I've not been giving myself a chance. I've been thinking about all of my mistakes, my skin, the fact that, you know, I'm like maybe proud of the video for a second and then I get like afraid about it, or then I realize it's not very good, or just, it's always something that's got me overthinking and it's tearing me down. I gotta stop doing that. And I gotta be vulnerable. I gotta put my real interests out there, okay? I do care about makeup and beauty, but it's not all I care about. And then when I was starting to branch out, here's another thing. Like, you know how I was saying earlier about just weird luck and how things go sometimes? I started branching out with that content, and instead of actually releasing it, I started overanalyzing it, editing it to death, and then not even releasing it, because then I realized it was edited to death. And on top of it, it didn't have the kind of energy I wanted. And the truth is, like, when I was watching that, I would have tuned out. Like, right now, I'm talking with the goal of hopefully not really editing or doing very minimal editing, even if the video is a little longer. It's just gonna flow blah, 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 flow better if I am authentic and if I speak from the heart. But the videos I was creating were like review videos, and I went and I bought the product so I could review it. Dumb idea. Like, some people do it and they're very successful at it. I have not been. I tried doing kind of a makeup minimalism thing, which I'm still interested in, but the fact that I was over editing myself to death, and then on top of it, my phone broke and I lost all of that footage. All of it. Something about that was telling me it wasn't meant to be. Content was lost. It needed to be scrapped. Try again. So here I am. Trying again, and honestly, right now I feel good about this. So I'm hoping against hope that you also feel good about watching this, that you like whatever content I come up with in the future. The truth is, we've already determined I'm sporadic, so I don't know when my next video is coming. I'm hoping soon, because I feel very inspired to create right now, but you just never know. I'm gonna shake my hair loose. I'll shake my hair back and forth. Okay, seriously, now I just need to go. Yeah, I like that. I think that hair's a little messy, but that's part of the charm. Do we keep the clip in? Do we keep it? Do we? Yeah, alright. I would have to brush it out, obviously. Maybe dry shampoo it, because it's looking a little stringy right now. But this is more or less the finished look. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for sitting with me during this chit chat get ready. And I'm gonna make a stronger effort not to over edit. And I appreciate you all for being here. I appreciate all of you that have stuck by me and all of the new subscribers. I hope that you enjoy the content that's to come. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Stay fabulous.